man had only taken a few sips of water when suddenly he was transported to the middle of a desert. The water in his mouth instantly turned to sand. Thinking he must be dreaming, he ran back to the river to drink again. In a flash, he found himself back in the desert with another mouthful of sand. The man completely lost it. He looked around. Nothing but endless desert, not a soul in sight. Desperately thirsty, he started walking, trekking through treacherous terrain until he finally reached the river again. This time, he decided to cup the water in his hands before drinking. But the moment he did, he was transported back to the desert once more. Now the man finally believed this wasn't a dream. Exhausted and on the verge of dying from dehydration, he had no choice but to keep moving forward. When he came across the river again, he didn't dare try drinking from it. Instead, he crossed right over it and dragged his weary body along until he reached a road. Just then, a car happened to pass by. The man flagged it down, and the kind driver agreed to give him a ride. Seeing how severely dehydrated he was, the driver even handed him a bottle of water. The man figured drinking bottled water instead of river water would keep him from being transported back. But the second he took a sip, he was instantly transported back to the desert, and the water in the bottle had all turned to sand. Furious, the man cursed out loud. He retraced his steps back to the road, where he encountered the same car again. The driver looked completely bewildered as he pulled out another bottle of water for the man. The man frantically refused, too terrified to drink any water. This time, he finally made it home. Completely exhausted, he collapsed on the couch and fell asleep. But hearing the sound of running water from the kitchen, he couldn't resist any longer. He rushed to turn on the faucet, filled a glass with water, added ice cubes, and downed it in one gulp. That wasn't enough to satisfy him, so he ran outside to the pool and dove in excitedly. He splashed around joyfully in the water, reveling in the silky sensation of it flowing across his skin. But the next moment, he woke up in the desert. It had all been an illusion. The man walked back to the city on foot and ended up begging on the street corner. That's when he remembered. A homeless man had once asked him for a bottle of water, and he had mockingly poured it out in front of him. That's what had cursed him. Suddenly, a woman walked by walking her dog. The man asked her for water, but she refused outright, saying the water was for her dog. The next second, the man broke into a smile. The woman had been transported to the desert.